Problem number 12 on page 11 is asking us to find the equations for the lines 1 to 4 in the diagram shown below. So I'm going to be writing the equations for these lines in the form y equals mx plus b. And m, my slope, and b, my y-intercept. I'm going to get from the diagram for each of these lines. So let's start with equation 1. And if we look at this line here, we can see that the line for line number 1 crosses the y-intercept here at positive 3. So this means that b equals 3 for this line. And to figure out the slope, what we can do is find another point on this line that crosses at a convenient y and x, and figure out how much our y and x have changed to reach this point. So let's pick this point here. That crosses nicely at x equals 3, y equals 4. And if we look at how our rise and run have changed to reach this point, we can see that we've gone up by 1 unit, and we've gone over horizontally by 1, 2, 3 units. So if we say m, our slope, is equal to rise over run, this means that we've risen by 1 unit and we've run horizontally by 3. So our slope m is 1 over 3. So now we can write the equation of our line, and we get y equals 1/3 times x plus 3. Okay, so let's just do these for the other lines as well. For line 2, we can see it crosses the y-axis at positive 1. And I'm going to pick this point here. We've gone down 2 units and across by 1 unit to get to the second point. So from this information, we know that b, our y-intercept, is positive 1. And m, our slope. In this case, we've gone down by 2 as we've moved horizontally across, so that's a negative 2 for our rise. And we moved across 1, so we have negative 2 over 1, which just gives me negative 2 for my slope. So y equals negative 2 times x plus 1 in this case. Okay, so for line 3, in this case we cross the y-axis at negative 3. So b equals negative 3. And m, our slope, we can figure out, I'm going to pick this point here. In this case, we have moved horizontally by 2 and we move vertically by 1 to get to this point. So our rise is 1. Sorry, that's a negative 1 as well because we're actually going down. And our run is 2. So this gives us negative 1/2. So we get y equals negative 1/2 x minus 3. For equation 4, we cross the y-axis at negative 4. And picking this point here, you can see we run 2 units and we rise 2 units as well. So m is 2 over 2, which is just 1. So when we write our equation, This gives us y equals, just leaving the 1 out, x minus 4. So these are the equations for the lines 1 to 4 shown in this diagram.